Good morning, students. So this is the second video on the first chapter. I hope you have revised the first part of the chapter, and whatever doubts that you have written it. Now the second part is subject and predicate. I hope you must have heard it in the fourth standard. If not, then listen carefully. Subject and predicate. Let's follow the book. So in your book, it is written subject, the person, place, animal or thing we speak about. That is the object. And predicate, what we say about the subject. So that is a subject and a predicate. Every sentence has two parts, a subject and a predicate. A subject does not have a verb, and a predicate always begins with a verb. So the main difference is the subject never has a verb. In the first video, I told you children what a verb is. A verb is a word which indicates the work being done in a sentence. So a subject does not have a verb, and a predicate always begins with a verb. This will help you in your exercise number 1 on the worksheet for this part of the chapter, in which you will have to divide sentences into subject and predicate. So whenever you see a verb in a sentence, children, that is where the predicate is beginning from, and whatever part of it is before the predicate, that is the subject. Now in some sentences, what happens is that the sentence begins from a verb itself. See page 7. It is given at the end of the page. You must be having a PDF of the chapter's text. See the last. There is no subject stated in sentence number 7. It is implied the sentence actually means you come in. Similarly, leave now actually means you should leave now. So leave now, the verb in this sentence is leave, and leave is a verb. As I told you that some sentences start from a verb. In those sentences, what you will be doing? You will be using the word you, and that word you will be the subject. So this is how you solve subject and predicate. Both the subject and the predicate together make a sentence. See page 7 itself. Let's revise what a subject is. The subject is the person, place, animal or thing we speak about. In a sentence, we are trying to communicate to other people about something. We have an idea which we want to tell to the other person. Hence, the subject is the person, place, animal or thing we speak about. We are talking about something, about an object. That makes the subject. And predicate is the work being done by that subject. Fine. See the examples in the table given. Okay children, whenever you're solving a subject and predicate exercise, what you will be doing? You will be dividing the page of your notebook into two parts. That is, you will be making a line from the middle of the page. One part you will be giving the heading to subject, and the other part you will write the heading as predicate. Whenever you solve it, this is for your higher classes also, and you will divide the sentences that you will be getting. This is how that you will be solving the exercise. See the example. Subject, the old beggar crossed the road. So in this sentence, who is being talked about? The old beggar. We are saying something about the old beggar. And what is that old beggar doing? He has crossed the road. Hence the subject is the old beggar, and crossed here is the verb. Hence the predicate is crossed the road. Likewise, the second example, the driver of the van was a lady. So children, here the verb is was. Okay. So here we talk about the driver of the van and was a lady. Dogs bark. We are talking about dogs and they bark. We are happy. Here the verb is are and we is the subject. There is an exception also. it is not necessary that the subject in a sentence is present in the beginning. The subject basically is the thing that we are talking about. See the example in your book. At the end of the road stood the castle. So here we are talking about a castle, but the word castle is at the end of the sentence. Whatever sentences we solved till now, they had the subject in the beginning. You will be getting some sentences like this also where the subject is in the end. So we will reframe the sentence. We will rewrite it as the castle stood at the end of the road. We will put the object that we are talking about in the beginning of the sentence, and the predicate then starts from the verb. This is how we will be solving the sentences where the subject is present at the end of the sentence. Okay children, I hope you have understood what a subject and a predicate is. I will be giving you, let's see, there is one exercise. You only have one exercise in your book, but I will give you one extra exercise. Please solve it, try to solve it.